All right, hello there. Today we'll be talking about my 2X Hummer EV Edition and basically how I'm missing the tow hooks on the back. Ta-da! These little circle pieces. They're the D-rings, or a lot of people call them tow hooks. So I bought a set off of eBay used for $150 for the whole set. They had a couple scratches. They had some nicks on them, so I hand sanded them down a little bit, put a little semi-gloss paint on them. They look pretty good. And they come with this rubber piece, right? So the hooks I got came off the front bumper, but I could reuse them on the back. And the first thing you want to do before you put them on is you got to trim this rubber gasket it came with. I got a buddy too. He had this gasket. It was ripped, so he just made one himself out of rubber. But I just got a nice sharp set of scissors here. And you kind of work it around and just trim really close to the metal without nicking your scissors and ruining them. I think I had to make a couple passes on the corners because it doesn't cut perfectly and easy. So, just kind of cleaned it up and went all the way around. And when you get done with that, you're going to take the rubber and just trim and throw it away. All right, next, you're going to take a wood bit. I think it's a 5/8, just an auger bit. And you see these little holes right here? Those are already in the bumper. So you're going to use those to kind of line up the bit, go nice and slow to get the drill started. If you also notice, this specific set of mine has that little starter tip on it, which is really nice. I also went really slow just so I didn't chip the paint or flake the paint out, because you are drilling through some plastic that's been painted over. And then I just kind of went a little slow at first, go a little bit, stop, kind of clean the plastic off, go back in, because that plastic will build up on the end. And just keep working it, and finally it'll come out of there. Here you'll see once it's done also, you can look in there and you can actually, there you go, all finished. You can see the threads in there, and that's where your bolt's going to go through. And now I'm going to go ahead and clean out the threads on all of these. So I just got an M12 tap right here, just a metric tap set. Craftsman, super easy, just running in there by hand. Don't go to town, don't go crazy. I mean, this shouldn't be a lot of force. Sometimes the plastic won't line up just perfectly with those threads, and as you're doing this, you're actually cutting a little bit of that plastic from the bumper off, which is good, so that later on, when you line these suckers up, it's going to fit pretty well. So I did all 8, and here are the bolts are going to be using their M12 1.75 thread, 50 millimeter long bolts. I'll drop the link in the description here of the video. And just got them from Amazon. They weren't expensive. And then here's the bracket. When you put it up there, there is a right way and a wrong way. You can go look at the front bumper to put it on. And when I say right or wrong way, like you could have the left one up and the right one down. It'll look goofy, but I think if you just have them both going the same way, it doesn't really matter. After that, I went ahead and just line them up by hand, get those bolts started by hand. At the end of the day, they should go in pretty smooth and easy without any kind of fight. I know I went ahead and get them all lined up, just start putting them in there. Super easy. And then, just make sure it's on straight. It's not crooked. If you're fighting it, you can use a screwdriver to kind of realign that bumper, or maybe even an alignment bar. Just pretty simple stuff, right? At the last steps, we're just going to bolt it up. And I've got an 18 millimeter socket and a hand ratchet. And I'll typically just kind of snug it up a little bit just to make sure the thing doesn't fall off. And once I got maybe, the one bolt in, I'll get a cross bolt in just to kind of hold it together. Also notice that a short socket here works better than a long, deep socket. Then I put my Milwaukee battery-powered ratchet in here. I love this tool. Just kind of hit it up till it's snugged up. Don't go to town. This is not a torque wrench. It's not an impact. Just kind of run it up till it hits and stops, right? Super easy. And once you get them all in there, I flip back to the old hand ratchet, and I'll torque it up by hand. I don't have a torque spec on this. I just crank it over until it's pretty tight. I'll also do a cross bolt pattern. I'll get them all kind of snug, and then you'll see me kind of torque down on it a little bit more. Bottom left, top right, top left, bottom right. Just keep doing that pattern. And you'll notice it isn't bound. And you don't need to go He-Man on it and destroy the thing. But once you get all torqued up, voila, all done.